Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Talking Assets ATL. My name is Devon Clark.
And I'm Mrs. Key.
I'm Diamond.
And we also have a wonderful co-host with us today. She's back again for another episode.
Cindy Panmisai.
Okay, and Devon's actually a guest on our show as well. If you have not stayed tuned for previous episodes, Devon did take a step back and a step away from the podcast. So in Jabril's absence, he is going to be co-hosting with us today also. So welcome back, Cindy and Devon.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for joining us.
Oh yes,
It would have just been me and Mrs. Key.
Okay, and we would have had a time.
Oh, yeah.
We would have had a time, but I really felt like it was appropriate to have you come back on, particularly because we ran into some technical difficulties on this last shoot. And as much as we love the episode and what we got out of it, I just wanted to highlight you and your brand in a proper way.
Oh,
okay.
Well, thank you so much.
So speaking of branding, that is our topic today. We are going to be talking about personal branding and social media. So let's just get right into it. How important is branding to you guys?
Well, branding to me is very important. I think I shared with Key earlier this week that after my accidents, I was really impacted. And when I came back out and seen again in the real estate world and in social settings, I wanted to come out the correct way. So I actually hired a branding branding person and a PR rep.
Okay. So you invested in your brand.
I invested in my brand.
Okay.
The Cindy P you see today is a polished version of before.
Yeah.
But just more, how do you say it? It's more precise.
I love that. It's even intentional.
It's very intentional.
I love that. I love that. And I particularly feel like when it comes to branding, first, I think there are two distinct parts. I think you have your digital branding, so your business logo, your business colors, the website, right? All of the details.
Yeah.
But I believe the most important part of your brand is your reputation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we emphasize enough, it's important how people perceive you in your business.
Yes.
If you say that your brand is about uplifting women and women empowerment, but the way that you treat women or the way you talk to them doesn't reflect that, then that's not your brand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
You're making some money off
Right.
Absolutely.
what you really advocate.
Yeah.
And I was telling Cindy before we stepped into this episode in regards to branding, back in the day when I used to be in the TV and film industry, I used to always decipher a personal brand, right?
Okay.
Because I'm like, is it personal brand or is it just great marketing for yourself? Because I always looked at branding when it came to companies, Coca-Cola, Disney World, these are actual brands, these are corporations. But like Cindy was saying, to actually step into, and like he was saying, step into the whole thing of your own brand. It's something that I slowly try to, dive into, but I'm still trying to decipher because I feel like nowadays everybody's saying they're a brand and they're not.
I think the easiest way to distinguish a Coca-Cola versus Cindy P is we're in a service business. We're not we are selling a product.
We are.
But we are also selling ourselves, right? And it's a relationship business. So I think when you are in a service business and you're the face of your business, that's different.
Yes.
Sometimes we will patronize certain businesses and we don't know who the owner is. But when you know who the owner is, your personal brand, I believe, is extremely important.
It steps in, because I do know a young lady from where I'm from the New Jersey area, that she used to always say like you said, her integrity,
right?
Her character,
right?
So she didn't want you to, kind of tarnish that.
Come on now.
Oh,
yes.
So because she looked at that as that was her brand,
And is. So like I said, I think when you are the face of your business and your personal brand does not align with how you show up, it doesn't align with the services that you offer or the type of person that you're trying to portray to your clients, your colleagues, other business professionals. Like, that inconsistency, it's not authentic, in my opinion.
Yeah, I definitely agree with
You
that.
have to be yourself.
Yeah.
But also when you're building your brand, make sure it's authentic, but it aligns with, like you said, the industry, the people.
Right.
Your core values.
Your values, your character.
Yeah.
All that
It's
stuff.
very, very important.
Yeah, and that was the thing I mentioned on the previous episode with Cindy. Is Cindy may say she is the closing queen, pageant queen, spiritual Cindy, all of the things. But if I see Cindy at the office and she's being a bitch,
Which I'm not.
I'm like, hold up, what side of the bed does Cindy wake up on today? And we do have those days, but if that is consistently how you are showing up in the public,
Right.
it just doesn't align for me. But that's not who she is. She brought her crown in on today, okay? And her sash. And she's celebrating a birthday, so whoop, 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 whoop.
Thank you.
Yes.
Should have had
The blowers.
the blowers.
It's okay.
It's all right.
We'll save it for Key's birthday. I'll come back on as a guest host then too, okay?
I love it. So, let's go into the digital aspect of branding, right? Social media.
Mm-hmm.
How are you guys using social media as a tool for branding purposes?
So
We looked right at him.
Mr. How many followers do you have on TikTok?
Mr. Devon Clark, the realtor.
That has been copied.
Well, on YouTube is Clark the Realtor.
Get it right.
No, let me stop there. But
The expert.
so I have, of course, I've been using social media, of course, like to market. Because being not from this area, I'm not from Georgia. I was trying to find another way to personally market myself as a realtor, right? And so because of that, I started on the YouTube, the TikTok, the Instagram.
Okay.
So I have been trying to intentionally like utilize social media to market myself. I have been able to, of course, get leads from it, people that have reached out. But I really am focusing right now heavily on my YouTube.
Okay.
But every platform I do something different, even though I do consistently put, if I'll create a video on TikTok, and I'll take that video and I'll put it on my Instagram, my YouTube shorts, and my Facebook. So I put the one consistent, like a short, through all the platforms.
Okay.
Wow, you'll have to show me how
very
to do that. I'm like, I need to hire an assistant just for that.
Mine is very, very good.
Yeah.
Like when I tell you, every time I see his video pop up, first, he won't give you a clip of the video first. He's gonna give you a thumbnail first.
Yes.
Right. He's gonna give you a little clip, and then it's like, oh, okay. And then
That's what this is going to be about.
So like he continuously pulls you in to like, okay, he's not giving you everything else.
It's very strategic.
And then his videos are just so clear.
The quality is so good, and I'm like, first of all, do you even have an iPhone?
Right? What are you
I do
using?
have an iPhone. I don't have it. I don't call on it, but I have one to record on.
Just for recording purposes.
Okay. Well, I have 2 iPhones. Maybe you can teach me how to use it.
One of them. At least one of them.
At least one.
Okay. No,
Because I can teach you the spiritual side.
Okay.
You can teach
Look,
me the social
she's trying to
side.
barter.
I'm trying to barter.
That's how you're supposed to do it. That's getting back to that, right?
Well, I will just say that my strategy is probably not as polished, right? And I mean that. I mean that because I feel like where I have struggled most with using social media as a tool for branding is I love to post very thoughtful, purposeful content. And if I don't feel inspired to post something, I'm not just gonna post for posting's sake. I just can't do it. So I really do utilize social media to have real engagement with, people who I follow on social media, people I wouldn't have met otherwise or wouldn't have interacted with them. I'm having dialogue with them through my content on social media. So if I cannot accomplish that, I'm probably not gonna post. you know, and that does, I guess that does my business a disservice when I'm not consistently showing up on people's timeline. But
at least you're putting yourself out there, so that way you're exposed,
right?
So you're getting that exposure. People are learning to connect with you, and I mean, when I see you pop up, I'm like. Thank you. I'm supporting all my friends.
No, likewise. Yeah.
How about yourself, Tanya? How do you feel like?
Oh, so with me, I'm still trying to get comfortable with it. I don't really post that much on social media.
She lying.
Okay.
You know what? I don't know if I follow you. I need to follow you.
But you're posting. Branding is also your personal brand.
For a while, I worked in the real estate industry, going 12 years now, and I was on the corporate side. So I never had to really tell anybody my business or what I did or what I was doing. So I'm still trying to figure out for myself.
Absolutely.
How do I present myself as far as my brand and getting people, hey, let me help you buy a house.
Period.
And I really don't like posting my brand just yet until I really focus in on it and get more clients closed and everything like that. Because I don't want to just be posting just to post.
Exactly.
I don't want to, just to have something to post.
Okay.
And it's not turning over into no clients.
So do you feel like you've had to, and this is a question for all of you guys, just kind of off the whim, do you feel like you've had to establish like credibility by way of like posting the closings and posting, showing the houses and putting the yard signs in, for your listings to be able to like actually have content to post?
No. I'm
like, do you need receipts? Is that it?
I don't need receipts.
Okay.
I think that's like the biggest thing where I really don't even post my day-to-day. Oh, okay, let me make some content so I can post it in regards to houses. Let me intentionally go to a model home and just do some content. Like, I'm not doing that.
Okay, you don't have no points to prove.
Not right now, no.
Okay.
Because it's not translating all the way. I can see once I become, top tier, I'll be like, Cindy, then I will have more to show as far as, hey, yes, this is something that I've done or did, not something that I'm trying to continuously do or trying to make other people feel or perceive that I'm way more successful in my
your real estate career.
Journey. I don't want to just do the most and then you only close one house. And all these years, you only close this. So it's not translating.
I definitely think there's a time to like announce and then there's a time to execute. I don't know, Cindy, how are you utilizing your social media for branding purposes?
Wow.
You post all of the things, all of the hanging out and everything.
Well, there's two.
Okay.
I have two Instagrams. I have one for my real estate, which is Cindy P, the realtor. And then I have one _Cindy P, which used to be private, but I'm like, you know what? Y'all are gonna find me anyway. People Google me all the time. I'm used to it. So, but Google me, boo. Okay. But anyways, in the beginning, I was posting more about my flips.
Go ahead.
About my different things that I was doing and like my pageants and my community involvement. And then I kind of refined it. So where it's just all real estate for Cindy P, the realtor.
The realtor.
So what I'm posting now is not me putting my signs out, but more so of just listed and sold. And I have quite a few, so don't mind me. It's just listed and sold all in a row.
I know that's right. Hey.
That's what I like. Not just, you're just creating content just to be creative.
Right.
But you are, hey, this is just listed, like, hey, I'm working, and this is closed, hey, I'm working.
Yes, I mean, that's all I have time for.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, you should go tour this home and do this. I don't have time for it because I'm already booked and busy with everything else and all the different clients that I have.
Right.
And so, I mean, I wish I did.
Yeah.
I probably should take a day, but that would probably be like one day out of like months. But to me, it's
you've developed.
Well, towards the house.
I think she's developed a strategy that works for
me because I have the kids.
Absolutely.
I have work and all these different things, but also I would say like in the beginning with my social media, my Instagram is it allowed me to be actually on a real estate reality show pilot, which didn't get picked up, but you know, I still had that experience.
Very
and
good.
I can honestly say I was casted on a real estate reality show pilot with 30 other Atlanta real estate women.
Wow, that's awesome. And I'm assuming it was the social media too that you were able to leverage to land that opportunity.
It was my social media and my story, my journey, and just my integrity and my character.
Yeah, that's how
And your personality.
My person, yes.
That's the importance of like you said, posting on social media.
Yeah.
Because I don't think people realize that, and I know people who have. Of course, we know everyone who has come from social media, right? Even singers like Soulja Boy, Justin Bieber, like all these people capitalize off of this platform.
That's right. It's
and
a tool.
So, yeah, you know, and so even though we're shifting in a direction where people are like, oh, I don't want to do social media. It's like you want to do social media.
Yeah,
that's right.
You have to.
Like you said, as far as you getting a job as far as the real estate show through your social media, right?
Because they wouldn't even know who Cindy B was.
That's right.
And I've gotten people reaching out to me through my TikTok.
Business, baby.
Like I don't know what it is, but I've had casting directors reach out to me and ask me for, if I could do certain things. Of course, I said no because I didn't feel like it aligned. It is.
If it isn't aligned with
so
you,
then
I guess we.
But yeah, it does pull in stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely think you have to figure out a strategy that works best for you.
Yes.
Right. And me and Diamond both probably can agree that we're still in the process of figuring out what that strategy looks like for us. But we're still utilizing social media. We're still utilizing it because it is in fact a tool.
It is.
Yeah.
And it's very
That's
important.
what you have to look at it as a tool. When social media first started, it was like the Facebook and the Twitters, right? Or back in the day, you even had like the MySpaces and the, but back then people were just using it to connect.
Yes.
And now we're using it as a tool to, like you say, to
market,
prospect, business opportunities.
Yeah.
Because you had it where we were just, as people, we were just on there, and then all of a sudden when it opened up the businesses being able to be on there, everybody was like, oh, let me shift the way in which I'm utilizing social media. It's a tool, like you said.
But hey, they're making money. People are making millions off of social media.
Yeah.
But it's like you have to be committed. Like once you actually start, you have to be committed to it.
It's consistent.
I'm not committed to
consistent.
Yeah. I will be soon. I will be like, this is the part.
Right.
Yeah.
Or like, but I gotta get more into it. But it's, for me, it's a spiritual thing.
I understand that.
For me, I'm just starting to get on TikTok.
Okay.
So I'm learning.
Okay.
Just posting different things here and there. I don't have as many followers as Devon. How many followers do you have?
Well, I think I got like 17,000 plus.
Oh, that's it.
That's it. All right.
Well, I think I'm like at maybe almost 3,700.
Okay.
And I went from like 40 like a month ago.
Oh, that's real good. You scale real fast.
So I've been engaging. Why am I on this TikTok kick? I do not know, but I'm sure it aligns somewhere.
Yeah.
Whereas my TikTok right now is like more of mompreneur.
Okay.
Just me, going about my day or whatever. But eventually, I'm sure it's going to branch out into what it's supposed to. But I'm just blessed right now that it's 3,600 and growing.
Yeah.
That's good. That's really good.
It is.
I like that.
Oh, you'll get there.
You'll get there. Come on now.
So that's the platform that I post the least on.
Me
And
too.
I feel like I need to post a little bit more. Like I just had 2 closings last week. I got all types of stuff going on. I didn't even post it on that.
Okay, well that's content in your batch that you can use for future
I have
posts.
stuff in the camera roll, but I just,
Okay.
Oh, yeah, just go ahead and post it.
All right, it's that simple.
That's simple.
So let's close this out because I know we're getting a little over on time, but I do want to touch on something Cindy just mentioned. You mentioned that your TikTok, right, is different than your content from your Cindy P. the Realtor on your Instagram and your personal Instagram page. So if you all could describe your social media in just a few words.
Which one?
Whichever. All of the social medias, if they're different, right? If your branding is different on those different platforms, and tell people where they can follow you.
Okay. Well, For me, Cindy P, the realtor, you're going to see more about my closings, about my listings. And with that is, I feel that my branding is very important on Instagram because it just shows my expertise, my knowledge, my professionalism, and just me, how I deal with my clients and making sure that they're well taken care of and with all their real estate needs. Just _ Cindy P, you're going to get the fabulous red carpet Cindy P. You're gonna get me in the lofts, the suites, wherever it is. I'm being fabulous somewhere. And TikTok Cindy is just Mom Cindy. We're doing funny things. My kids posted, put my sign up the other day, and they were like arguing. So I was like, you know what? This is great content for mom talk. So yeah, so there is like just _ Cindy P. Or just Cindy P.
Nice. I love the kid content. Everything is content,
I gotta get
first
more.
of all. Everything. Yeah.
Like my son, he don't want no kid content. He's not acting right for no kid content. So, my realtor Instagram is the Realtor Diamond and TikTok. So I gear it more towards, of course, like my listing.
Okay.
Which I just have one. Or like, just active things that's going on with my listings. I'll post a little bit about a closing or a couple closings, but I really haven't just taken the time out to let me build some content, let me do this, let me do that.
Okay.
So that's that one.
It's loading. More
loading.
content. More times 10 loading.
My personal one, Sweetest Diamonds, it's about me and it's still reserved. Like I'm pushing love, healing, just myself. Sometimes I'll post something about healthy stuff, working out, my son, but that's it. Like I don't really.
That's one of my favorite pages of you. I have to say
it's real.
Yeah,
it's real.
It promotes to me, and this is why I say it's so important how other people perceive you, because we have one intention when we post our own content, but how it comes off to the actual people viewing it is totally different. So I would say, to your point, when you said it promotes love, it promotes self-love.
Oh yes, self-love. Because I'm a big lover person, lover girl, but I feel like you have to love yourself first. So that's one thing as far as my personal one. I push that. Self-love first, and then of course healthy relationship, healthy love between men and women, women and women, whoever. But I just want y'all to love yourself.
Yes, I love that.
So that's what my personal
love.
Yes, I love that.
So for me, I have a lot of Instagram and all that stuff, but
which ones do you want the people to know about?
My Instagram is I am Devon C, right? And I changed it back and forth, and I went back to my regular name, I am Devon C. But when I got into the real estate as far as licensing down in Georgia, all my friends were like, I'm not following another social media platform that you create, Devon. So it was like, no. So I intentionally, I wasn't really big on Instagram with my personal Instagram.
Okay.
But because of me stepping into real estate and nobody was going to follow another platform I created, I just flipped it into the real estate. And so that's why I post more on that.
So you use your existing page and just posted real estate content.
Yeah, instead of because I know some people say, create another page for your business or whatever. And I had business pages for my company, my organization, my car game, all that stuff. But so on Instagram is I am Devon C. On Facebook it's just my name, Devon Clark.
Okay.
And on YouTube it's Clark the Realtor. I know they usually tell you to stay consistent across every platform with the same tag. However, I don't do that because I feel like every page gives you a little something different, even though something similar kind of shows up on all of them too. But yes.
You never know what to expect.
Exactly.
So
gotta keep them on their toes.
Really? So what can people expect from your content in general?
So if you go on my YouTube, you can expect it's about real estate situations, house tours, and educational stuff around real estate.
You know what? Devon attracts sirens.
That's what the God is saying.
Right, it's confirmation.
The roar.
Yeah, he attracts sirens. I think this is the second time we've shot, and there's been sirens in the background, but
it's getting hot in here.
Period.
What?
She's halfway there.
Okay, so my YouTube, it promotes real estate situations, house tours, and real estate education.
Okay.
My Instagram is just me actually pulling people to the YouTube. So I purposely use my Facebook, my Instagram to pull people to my YouTube. I'm trying to get more subscribers to be able to effectively monetize it. And my TikTok is more about real estate situations because I want to educate people on not only the good side of real estate, but also what could possibly happen with real estate. It kind of took a turn to a whole other angle where people only want to see the crazy stuff in real estate now instead of me like posting the house tour and everything. Yeah. But that was like that platform was supposed to be to see both sides of real estate.
Drama sales.
Yeah.
Really
oh goodness.
Well, I am Mrs. I Got the Keys on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook and LinkedIn under Key Thomas. I'm sure I've got a TikTok. I'm sure I've got one. I don't think I utilize it at all, but I'm sure I've got one. But my content's pretty consistent across the board. I'm typically posting open houses, and we've got one coming up soon. I'm always gonna post, my listings, obviously. Occasionally I might post for my closings, but not every client wants that type of closing day experience. So I'm very intentional about that. But you'll go on my page and immediately see I'm in real estate. You'll see that I'm from Grand Rapids, but I live in Atlanta. Podcast host, fur mom, wife. And I just want to see you own shit, even if it's not with me as your realtor. So that's what my social media is giving. Yeah. Well, this has been really good. I think we've got some homework to do, Diamond, me and you. From Cindy and Devon, we kind of behind. We kind of behind.
I'm gonna pray about it.
Yeah. It's really spiritual for you.
No, seriously.
Absolutely.
I really, last month I was okay. Something gotta give because it's funny because I post more on Facebook about me being in real estate than anywhere else.
Okay.
But I'm very particular about my Facebook. I don't just add people or let people.
So you already have your audience. Yeah.
Y'all better be my audience. They don't be liking and sharing, but I don't even care.
They see it.
They see me.
Yeah.
Actually, I've gotten a couple clients from my Facebook.
Yeah, just by the more you post, they're seeing you.
The visibility.
Even if they don't like the comments, the pictures or whatever,
Right.
but at least you're being seen.
The visibility.
Well, but you know what? Maybe you need to put that in my book.
Okay, come on now. Make sure y'all do get Dreamy Days. Sparkle your way to manifestation
Sparkle.
bliss. This is a manifestation journal by our girl Cindy P. It was released on August 8th. So
888.
Okay.
Yes.
And I've already gotten my copy, so I can't wait to get into that. But we appreciate y'all tuning in. Please, do comment, like, subscribe. Let us know your feedback on personal branding for yourself or your business. And we'll be back with another episode.